Hey guys, let's talk about this week's programming. This is a short week, so we are going to have regular programming Monday through Thursday. Friday, we're going to throw in a little something special for those of you attending the one class we're having at 9 a.m. This weekend, we're not having any classes on Saturday because it's July 4th or Sunday, so the gym will be closed Saturday and Sunday. And again, on Friday, there's only going to be one class at 9 a.m. But Monday through Thursday are going to be, you know, as regularly scheduled. So today we are getting back into back squats, of course, because it is Monday, and what else will we be doing except back squatting? Um, Building on what we did last week, we're going a little heavier. We're adding a rep in, so we're adding a little bit more volume, but we're also adding a little bit more rest. So if you haven't done these the past couple weeks on Monday, you're going to be at about 75 to 80% of your one rep max every 2 minutes, which is still relatively a shorter rest period. We're doing 4 back squats, and this gets pretty tough, and it's going to be 5 sets total. Then we're getting into some clean work, so some squat clean work. The reason we're doing a high hang squat clean paired with a squat clean is to really emphasize that final kind of power position, as people call it, where the chest is straight up and the heels are still on the ground, and you're really initiating a vertical hip opening or a vertical hip drive that some people miss because they're really just throwing their back into it and they don't really get that bar up to where it should be. So the purpose of this is to, starting at 60% and building, is to kind of isolate that one final last piece before you hit that hip extension. And then with the squat clean right after it, being able to utilize that same movement pattern in the full movement of the squat clean. So that's every 90 seconds for 15 minutes, which is 10 sets. Then we've got just kind of a 6-minute burner at 90%. This is kind of, it's to get the intensity up, but it's not supposed to, burn you out for the rest of the week or anything, right? 6 minutes isn't too bad, and we're looking at 90%. We're not looking at going full blown. 10 reverse walking lunges, 8 dumbbell snatches, and 10 burpee over the box jumps. Tomorrow, as you can see, we're getting into more strict presses. This is very similar to last week, except we're adding another set of 3. Okay, and I think it's a little bit heavier, 85 to 90, whereas it was 80 to 90 last week. And then we're putting a last set of 10 reps. Instead of an AMRAP, we're trying to get exactly 10 at 75, which can be done. It'll be tough, though. 2 minutes between sets. Then we're getting into more gymnastic work. As you can see, I've kind of separated it for different levels, or I've added it kind of different levels of relative to where people are at with their gymnastic skills. Minute 1 is kind of a toes to bar mashup, toes to bar or hanging knee hold or hollow body hold, and this is a strict toes to bar, so no kipping. Minute 2, handstand holds, can be done freestanding, heels to wall, nose and toes to wall, or off the box. I don't know why the spacing is all funky, but I'll fix it. And then minute 3 is double under work and or power single work, just working on the rhythm that double unders take, that rhythm that double unders have to go by to be able to string them together. And Wednesday, yep, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be hot probably. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water. For our more stud athletes, we're looking at going every 8 minutes for 40 minutes, 800-meter run, 20 kettlebell swings, 10 pull-ups. We're trying to maybe get 5 sets in. We'll just go down the line. If you can't go every 8 minutes, then it's every 10 minutes. If you can't go every 10 minutes, then we're going every 12 minutes. So the sets decrease, obviously, because time is going to take a little longer. And that's all we're doing. No strength work. We're just this is has been upped every week, our intervals. So we are looking at extending on what we've already done and really still trying to build up your aerobic capacity. Thursday, more heavy power cleans. And this is a cluster, of course, so it's pretty much just 2. 1, drop for 15 seconds, 2, right? Rest 3 minutes. So there's 5 sets as compared to 4 that we did last week, because we are taking a rep off, and I want you to really build up to something heavy. So we're going to add in another one to kind of help build up to, heavy load. Then we've got some 500-meter repeats, right? We're still working on that 2K time trial row. So on this one, we are decreasing our rest a little bit more from last week. So instead of 2 minutes, we're going 90 seconds. This is about as short as you'll see it for our 500-meter repeats. And the goal is to still keep pace, still keep the same exact pace you kept last week. We really emphasize knowing your zone that you should be in for the 500, for the pacing of the 500 meter last week. So make sure that you're totally in tune with that when you come on Thursday, and you know what you need to stick to your pace per minute on that 500. Then we've got some more extra credit work. And this has really been to emphasize the posterior chain, which often in CrossFit gets left out since we do so much anterior chain, meaning quad dominant movements, a lot of squatting, high bar squatting, we have to do a lot of this work to kind of balance ourselves out. Just as your shoulders or the back of your back and your chest need to be balanced out, your legs, as far as your anterior and your posterior quads and hamstrings, need to be balanced out just as much. Basically, what closes the muscles around closing your hip needs to be balanced out by the muscles around opening your hip. So we've got Romanian deadlifts and then grounded hip bridges, which are just like the ones we do on the bench with the barbell, except these are going to be on the ground. So no bench, back is on the ground, flat feet, dumbbell on the hip. So 20, 25 reps, lots of reps because the weight is smaller. Then Friday is kind of a Fight Gone Bad style workout. Basically, Fight Gone Bad is 3 rounds of 5 minutes each. Each minute is another movement, and you're trying to do as many reps as you can per minute for each movement. You get a 1 minute rest between each 5 minute segment, and again, it's 3 times. And we go for total reps of all 3 5 minute segments. This will be a fun one, and that's all we're doing. There's no strength on that day. So if you can make it on July 3rd, definitely check this one out. All right, that's it. Have a good week. I'll be sending out some more stuff. We've got some things coming up this week. We've got a t-shirt release, as well as a little bit of change in schedule, so I'll make sure to get all that out to you. Have a good week. I'll see you at the gym. Make sure you're hydrating. It's super hot. So I will see you then. Bye.